but it's a good one. Oh, all right. Anyway, I guess it depends on perspective, right? So I was in Boulder, Colorado, right? I mean, it's probably my first week moving there, and there's this lady there, and I walk into the Starbucks, obviously the one on Pearl Street. I walk in, and the lady at the counter, I said, "My name is Sean. What's yours?" She says, "Well, I tell you what, if you can guess my name, I'll buy your coffee." And then the next words out of her mouth were, "My eyes are up here." To which I replied, "Yeah, but your name tag isn't." Yeah, it's difficult to do one of those things where, yeah, guess my name and you can have it. Well, don't wear your name tag. Don't wear your name tag if you're gonna do that. Anyway, why was I looking at her chest? I wasn't. I was looking at her name tag. The way that she took it, I'm not sure if she was trying to be humorous at that point in time, but I got to know that lady quite a bit throughout the years. She was there for about 3 or 4 years. Her name was Lauda, and her name was spelled Laura. So I didn't pronounce it right. I did not get her name right. Um, but I guess that's the end of the story. I got some folks I got to expose today again. There's also, I need to make a video about Michelle Stewart. See, one of the things is there's consequences for me, for people's decisions, uneducated decisions. However, that doesn't mean that I'm ungrateful for the things that they did. And that's why even when people are angry at me or pissed off at me or taking a break from me or whatever it happens to be, I still extol their virtues. I still say the good things that they did. And I still make sure to make time for it. There's a lot of people who are involved in this situation that later on want to pretend they didn't know me, didn't know nothing about the situation, so on and so forth. A lot of times people do stuff because they have bad assumptions. Lauda assumed that because she was stacked in the chest, that I was looking at her chest because she was stacked. In reality, it's because she told me I'd get a free coffee if I could guess her name. Although it's not much of a guess when it's on her name tag. However, her name is spelled Laura and pronounced Lauda. Strange way to pronounce her name. But then again, when I was in Rapid City, there was a lot of people there with some pretty different names. When I was in Alliance, Nebraska, there was a lot of picket names, strange name, huh? One of the women who disappeared from Spokane, Washington, her name is Frida Noses Gun. She disappeared on October 18th of 2016 on her way to Hardin, Montana. And of course, my last name is Schwartz. It means black in German. So, depending on who you are and where you're from, everybody's name is going to sound strange. I'm sure somebody in China with a last name like Wong is going to think that Schwartz is the most absurd name ever. And I'm sure that somebody with a name like Noses Gun is going to go, well, that's what our last names are. It makes more sense than calling someone Schwartz. What does that even mean? Noses Gun is pretty well spelled out for you. Another one of the women who disappeared from the area was Sarah Stops Pretty Places. And instead of people taking a look at the situation, they just want to make fun of her name. And then, of course, Selena Bell. She went by Selena Bell because, I mean, who's really going to understand Selena Not Afraid? Not Afraid doesn't seem like a last name to most of us here. And also, as we know, Sarah Stops Pretty Places. She was found dead. Selena Not Afraid, again, found dead. Frida Noses Gun is still missing. And then there's Mr. Two Dogs Jr. and his cousin disappeared. Both of them ended up dead. And there's Natalie Bollinger, of course, and we know she ended up dead. I guess we shouldn't go off on all the dead people we're talking about last names, right? Anyway, moral of the story. If you're going to tell somebody that they can have a free coffee if they can guess your name, don't put it on your name tag. All right, you know how we end these videos. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.